Hello viewers, welcome to Hand of God Construction Company Limited. I am Engineer Michael and I'm excited to share with you a crucial aspect of building construction: foundations. In this video, we will explore the importance of foundations, the different types, and how to choose the right one for your building project. So let's get started. What is a foundation? Before we dive in, let's define what a foundation is. Can you guess? It is the part of the building that transfers the weight of the building to the ground. That's right. A foundation is the base upon which the entire building stands. Yeah. Now let's look at importance of foundation. Can you imagine a building without a strong foundation? You know how dangerous it is, right? Would you love to live in a building that is about to collapse? If no, then let's continue. It's like building a house of cards. A weak foundation can lead to structural damage, costly repairs, and even collapse. Most of the time, a dime bebree collapse we are in any of my Ghana is because of weak foundations. Today, we will learn more about it so that we don't repeat such mistakes during constructions. Okay, so what are the types of foundations? Let's look at them. First on the list, shallow foundations. These are the most common types of foundations and are used for buildings that do not require deep foundations. Example includes spread footings for a single family home, mat foundation for a large warehouse, and strip foundation. Second on the list, deep foundations. These are used for buildings that require a deeper foundation, such as high-rise buildings or buildings with heavy loads. Examples include piles for a high-rise building and casings for a bridge. Third on the list, special foundations. These are used for buildings that require a unique foundation design. For example, include raft foundation for a building on unstable soil, pile raft for a high-rise building on unstable soil. Now let's look at the factors to consider when choosing the right foundation. The first on the list is soil type and condition. The type and condition of the soil can affect the foundation stability and durability. Second on the list is the size and weight of the building can affect the foundation load-bearing capacity. Third on the list is climate and weather conditions can affect the foundation durability and stability. Fourth on the list, budget and construction timeline. The budget and construction timeline can affect the choice of foundation. Okay, now let's look at how to select the best and right foundation for your project. If you have any project in mind, let's look at how we can select the best foundation. So the first thing to do is to conduct soil test and site investigation. This can be done by involving a soil engineer, a structural engineer to do the test for you. If you are building a big project that is going to be used for commercial or domestic purpose or any purpose or residential, please do soil test. Please try and do soil test. I know in Ghana here, most of the time when we build, we don't do soil test. We just stand up and say, oh, we bet me so foundation into the 3 feet, into the 4 feet. Another way to also know the right foundation to use for your project is consult with experts. Consult with architects, engineers, and contractors to determine the building load and bearing capacity of the soil and the foundation requirements. Third on the list is evaluate foundation options. Evaluate different foundation options based on the building requirements and site conditions. The fourth on the list is choose the right foundation. How can you choose the right foundation? You can only choose the right foundation with the help of an expert, a structural engineer or an architect or an experienced contractor. Now let's take a look at the common mistakes done during construction of foundations. The first is insufficient soil test. When you refuse to do a soil test, it's a common mistake that can lead to collapse of your building. Inadequate foundation design. If the foundation design is not adequate, it's not well detailed, maybe the information on the plan is not well detailed, and the artisan is not able to read them well, interpret them well into ground, it's going to cause a serious damage on your structure. Then poor construction practice. When you talk about the poor construction practice, maybe the materials, the method of casting the concrete is poorly done. It's also going to affect the strength of your foundation, which is definitely going to collapse your project one day. Then ignoring site conditions. Maybe where you are building is waterlogged. In waterlogged, you need special engineering tests, you need special treatment and skilled, experienced contractor to do it for you, and you ignore it because you want to save money. You went for a cheap labor. All this is putting your structure in danger and it's going to affect you one day. Then not considering future loads. Sometimes the project you are building is for residential. Maybe it's a 2-story. Then in the future, you add another story into it. Remember, you have increased the load and the foundation is still the same. It's in the soil. You can't do anything about it, which is going to affect it. It's going to put more pressure on it, and which can lead to the building being collapsed in the near future. Okay, then using inadequate materials. Sometimes, most of the time, what I've noticed on site is the materials we use for the construction of the foundation. When I mean the concrete works, especially the sand, there's a lot of vegetable roots, leaves inside. Instead of we to sieve it to get the fine and the rough material for the work, we don't do it, and we end up using the raw, dirty and impurity material for the casting of the foundation, and all this tend to weaken the foundation, which will affect the strength of your foundation in the near future. Then not following building codes. As Ghanaians, we follow the British standards. So whatever you are doing, whatever construction work you are doing, you have to make sure you are following the British standard to meet target, to meet expectation. When it comes to concrete, we have so many grades of concrete and so many ways of doing it. We have so many methods of casting concrete. All this method and practice must be put in space, must be put in place, and must be followed, so that at the end of the day, we achieve the maximum strength of the foundation that we are looking for, so that at the end of the day, our building will not collapse. In conclusion, choosing the right foundation for your building is crucial for its stability, durability, and safety. By understanding the different types of foundations, considering the factors we discussed today, and following the steps to select the right foundation, you can ensure that your building has a strong and stable foundation. Thanks for watching this video, and we will see you in the next video. Don't forget to download our free foundation selection checklist to help you choose the right foundation for your building. Just click on the link in the description box below. And if you have any question or comment, Please leave them in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. Thank you. This is Son of God Construction Company Limited, and I'm Engineer Michael, and I bring you more about best construction practice and safe measures. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe.